Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the new releases for the 2022 Fall-Winter catalog for Scentsy. There are 10 wonderful new releases that I'm excited to sniff with you guys, to figure out all the different scents and see if they stack up to their descriptions, and to get my initial cold sniffs on them. So I actually purchased the 10 bars themselves, so I have them all here, all scattered around me. And I have our new catalog, so I will be going through these and giving you the description and my thoughts on what these smell like. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So our first one is Black Currant and Plum. Let's see what it smells like. Ooh, all right. Yeah. I definitely get currant, but I do get a lot of plum. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Aussie plum. All right, so before we smell this anymore, let's read about this. So this is dark plum and wild black currant emboldened sweet apple for a temptation you won't want to resist. This is in the fruity category. And yes, this is a very fruity scent. There's a bit of a tartness, I think that's from the black currant, more so than the plum, but you do get a healthy mix of both. And I think that that apple note in there, while it's not, I don't necessarily get apple, or it doesn't scream apple to me, but it's in there and it kind of gives a more juicy sweetness, similar to Aussie plums, plummy sweetness, fresh, watery, aquatic component. And that dark currant almost has a little bit of a tart fizziness to it. This is a well rounded scent for a fruity category one. And I could see this being a great transitional scent from summer into fall if you're not looking for something super heavy just yet. You get that depth and richness of the berries sort of note to it and fruity note to it, but it's not so heavy that you feel like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelmingly fall or winter. I am thoroughly impressed with this one. I didn't know what to expect, and so far, I like it. All right, next one up is Blackberry Spice. Another dark reddish one. It's a little bit more brownish red versus purplish red. Okay, so I do get blackberry and I do get a spice. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm not a huge spice person. I don't mind this one. I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, oh my god, I love it, but because you do get a lot of spice in this, but it's a nice, interesting combination. Let's read about this. So, ripe blackberry, I definitely smell that. Bundled up with cedar wood, oh, that's why I like it, and fresh clove. Okay, so this is in the spice category. I like it more than I thought I would. You do get a lot of the clove note, I will say that much. So if you're not a fan of clove, you may not be as fond of this. I actually am thoroughly impressed that it's not cinnamon for once, because I had such a bone to pick last fall winter with Scentsy, because it was everything was spice, but everything was cinnamon and something. It was pumpkin with cinnamon, berries with cinnamon, icicles with cinnamon, your long lost lover and cinnamon. And it was just no, go away. I don't want cinnamon. Not today, not ever. So I'm appreciative that this is clove, because it gives you that earthy spice note without being cinnamon and nose burning or whatever. And I love cedar wood. I'm surprised this isn't in the woodsy category, but I guess it is a little bit more spice. I get more clove than I get cedar wood. Ooh, okay. So this is also, so far I'm not mad about this collection. All right, Crayon Apple Crumble is next. Oh, that sounds yummy. Let's smell it. Red, or reddish. Oh yeah, oh yes. We've needed some like good cranberry scents that aren't just like cranberry. Ooh, all right. So this is really good. Baked cran apple topped with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. That is basically what this is. I get the tartness, the sweetness, the fruitiness. It is a bakery category scent. And I see that because you do get the brown sugar. It almost gives you that crumble like that you're looking for in this. And I think the whipped cream is less of like this cloying sort of scent. It's more of just like a lightening creaminess, like a hint of creaminess on top of it to mellow out so it's not too heavy. Oh, this is good. This is like what I wished baked apple pie would have been in terms of the apple component. Like, just get such a good whiff of this. This is... I'm not a bakery person, and I really like this scent, so I'm thoroughly impressed. Or maybe I'm just sick of, like, summer scents. I don't know what it is, but so far I'm enjoying these way more than I expected. All right, next we have falling apples. Ha 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 ha. Take a stroll of... Wait, I'm supposed to smell before we do this. Hang on. Okay. I really like this, but there's something... Okay, let's read the description. Take a stroll through an orchard lined with crisp apple, acorn, and oak. That's what it is. So that's what I was picking up. So, yeah, so this reminds me... Better Homes and Gardens. I don't know if they still have it, but every fall, winter, and I think they kept it through year round, but they had a scent called Apple and Oak. And this is giving me that vibe, except it's not so heavy on the oak. It's more like the apple note. And then there's that lightness that's coming through with the acorn. It's like not quite nuttiness. Now, we had another scent, I think it's returned, I don't remember, but it was like toasted acorn and oak or something like that. I'm pretty sure it came back. And I like that. It was a very different sort of scent. And I'm just kind of curious now if it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's not in here. Yes, it's back. Wasn't as hugely a fanatic of that one, though, but in this scent, I like it. It enhances the apple. And this gives me just a nice, fruity, woodsy sort of scent. Oh, this is really good. I'm going to be in trouble. Usually I'm like, oh, okay, I have my favorites for fall, winter, and some of the new ones are like, meh. But this is dangerous. So far, 4 of them I really enjoy. That is not common. Maybe just my nose is broken today. Who knows? All right, next one is Frosted Vanilla. Is this going to be like bakery? No. That's very fresh. That's minty. Ooh. Okay, let's read what this says. A wonderland of sweet vanilla bean. Okay. Definitely get that. And birch bark with a rush of frosty air. Okay, so that's where I was getting it. So this is kind of like, if you smelled our NHL, like, fresh ice or whatever it was scent for, like, the hockey league, that was, like, really biting, like, ooh, frostbite, like you're in the ice rink. This kind of gives a nod to that. It's a more mellow version with vanilla in it. Definitely vanilla bean. And I do get, like, a little bit of a woody note, which I guess is the birch. I don't know. It is bark. Yeah, it's like an earthen woodsy note. That kind of mellows down the just, like, crisp, frosty vanilla. This is really nice. This is a fresh scent category one. I really like this. I feel like Scentsy has stepped up their fragrance game for the fall. Holy moly, some of these scents are just, they're winning. All right, next we have Huckleberry Hideaway. Ooh, well, I liked the Huckleberry and Clementine and Huckleberry Sage from the Bring Back My Bar, so we'll see what this is going to be like. Let's find out. Hang on, I want to smell the bottom. This smells like... Wait, what is this? Let's find out. Fresh picked huckleberry, definitely got that. Mountain violet, that's what it is. There's violet in this. And crisp white woods create the perfect retreat. So this is a woodsy category scent. I don't know that I'd put this in woodsy. I would maybe put this in fruity or floral even, maybe. Because you definitely get that like soapy, powdery note of the violet in there. And you do get a lot of huckleberry. See, I feel like this one's going to be interesting because I don't necessarily love the huckleberry note as much in this scent. But all the undertones make me think that once it starts warming, I'm going to actually really enjoy this. Like, I like the black currant and plum. I think it's a sweeter blend. This is a little bit more on the, not bitter, but like tart side of things. I don't even think that's a really descriptor. It's just not as sweet as the other berry-based scents or apple-based scents, which is not a bad thing. But I wonder if that is going to translate well in warming or not. Because usually I'm like a big fan of woodsy scents. Also, side note, I just looked at the packaging and I like the new packaging that they're doing for some of these. That's kind of cool. Anyways, not bad. I don't know if I like it as much as some of the other ones on cold, but I'm curious to see how that warms. Next we have Pearfect Day. Another pear scent. Let's see. I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with pears. I really like eating them, but I don't know if I like having my house smell like a pear. It kind of smells like pear ginger ale. It does. It's like if you had Canada Dry, or Verner's if you're from like Michigan like me, and pears. That's so weird. Okay, what's in this? Autumn pear mixed with spiced syrup and a spirited splash of bourbon. Well, it's not, no casting spells, kind of gross, weird scent thing going on there. This is definitely pear. It is not, I guess it is an autumnal pear because it's not as particularly juicy and hyper fruity that like a spring summer sort of pear variant might be. There is a sweetness. I don't really get a whole lot of spice out of this scent. So if you're like not a spice person, I don't think you'd mind this one. There's just, it just like kind of mellows out the pear a little. And bourbon, it's there, but it's not like vanilla bourbon where you're just like bombarded with bourbon. At least not on cold. I don't really get a whole lot of bourbon. That may change like as the pear mellows out, but like our pear scents tend to be very strong. So, we'll see how this one turns out. This is in the fruity category. All right. 3 more. We have Sips of Cider. This will be in the citrus category. Okay. Let's see what this smells like. It very much smells like cider. Ooh, it is citrusy. Oh, I don't know if I like this. This kind of gives me like simmering spices. Or like when you take the orange and the spices on the stove. Alright, let's see what this is. Lively blood orange. Okay, that's where like the sort of semi-bitterness is. Lively blood orange steeped with sparkling ginger and cinnamon stick. It was a cinnamon. I knew it. I do get the ginger. I like that it's an orange ginger combination. I like that it's blood orange and ginger rather than just straight up orange, so that's nice. I really don't know that I like the cinnamon stick note in it. It's not heavily cinnamon. I'd say ginger is probably the more of the spice than the cinnamon on cold. It's mostly like a blood orange ginger with like maybe a slight bit of cinnamon. But there is cinnamon here. I can smell it. It's just not like cinnamon and other scents. So this might actually be all right. I'm not a huge, I like drinking cider, especially apple cider. I don't know that I necessarily want to smell cider in my entire house all the time, but we'll find out what this kind of worms by. All right, 2 more. We have Velvet Moon. Ooh, what do we think this is gonna be? It's in the floral category. Oh, this is going in my club. I don't care what's in this. It's going in my club. Oh, yeah. This is a very romantic scent. And it's fresh without being, like, overtly spring summer. Oh, this is... Okay, what is this? Soft vanilla flower and white musk glow behind a silky layer of foggy mist. I knew there was a fresh note to this. I was about to say like some sort of airy quality. Yeah, okay. So there's definitely a little bit of like a misty, dewy, not quite aquatic scent. It's more like a fresh mountain air kind of vibe, but a little bit more dewy than that. It's like walking through fog. You do get a little bit of the white musk. It's a very soft. It's not like overwhelming. That gives like that romantic quality. And the vanilla flower, I don't get vanilla because it's a vanilla flower. So it's not like a vanilla scent. It's a soft, probably like white floral sort of scent, if I had to guess. I don't know what a vanilla flower looks like. With that, like, sort of, like, what I want Enchanted Mist to smell like, and it wasn't. Oh, this is good. This is like, 100% this is my favorite one out of the 9 that we smelled so far. Holy potatoes. That's in the floral category, too. Okay. Last one is White Amber and Silk. So I guess this is a play on White Amber and Teak, which I adore. This is in the fresh category. Let's smell it first. I don't hate it. But I'm kind of confused as to whether or not I like this or not. It's that silk note. What is that? There's some... I'm trying to figure out if I like this or not. What is in here? Warm amber. Okay. Amber's great. And bergamot. Oh, interesting. Are wrapped up in a comforting cotton for a smooth finish. But it's called White Amber and Silk? That's what it is. It's a cotton note. It's amber and cotton. I don't know if I get a whole lot of bergamot in this. It's like maybe in there as like an undertone, but I'm getting a whole lot of like soft cotton and white amber. Like that sweet but not too heavy amber. This is a very cozy scent. I like it on cold. I am not 100% certain I love it. I'm leaning towards yes, but I'm a little like... I think it's growing on me. Like the more I smell it. I do like it. I don't know if this will be club worthy, but this is like possibly club worthy. Okay, so let's recap here. These are the 10 new releases. They're all just brand new for this season. Overall, I am rather impressed with Scentsy's new releases this time around, because I think they did not only a well-balanced blend of them, but they aren't hyper spice heavy, and they didn't go crazy with cinnamon for once, which is like shocking, because last year was like cinnamon and everything. I don't think there's any, surprisingly, I don't think there's any in these 10 that I just outright loathe or hate. Which is saying something, because a lot of times there'll be like at least a few that I'm just like, no. So I don't know if that's just a testament to my nose being more tolerant of all different types of scents, or they just generally hit the mark pretty well on this group. Standout ones for me for sure is Velvet Moon. Loved that one. Pleasantly surprised too with Frosted Vanilla. And Crayon Apple Crumble, I think, was the other one that I was pretty like, whoa, okay. I'm not like a bakery person, but this one kind of hopefully will stay true to what it smells like on cold, and then I'll be very happy with it. I just want to eat this right now. Don't eat wax. Not good for you. I mean, it won't hurt you. It's non-toxic, but don't test it. Ones I'm a little bit unsure of would be Sips of Cider. I don't know if I really am going to be like a huge cider fanatic, but it didn't smell terrible. This would probably, if I had to pick my least favorite out of the ones I smelled today, this would probably be it. It doesn't smell bad. I just don't know. It smells a little bit like that mulled cider and spice scent that we had last year, but not quite as obnoxiously spicy and mulled with spices and like spice heavy. It's like the lighter version of that before you add all the spices in. Again, I don't think I hate this, but this is probably my least favorite. I'm confused-ish by Huckleberry Hideaway because I want to like it based on the scent description. But this will probably be one where I'm going to have to warm it to make that final decision on it. And then Perfect Day. I don't know. I just, with pear scents, it's hit or miss for me. Like, I like pear. Like I said, I love eating pears. I'll eat them all day long. But when it comes to, like, pear scents, I get particularly picky on how it smells. Yeah, I mean, it is pear. I don't know. Right now it smells great, but again, having your house smell like it is different than just smelling a bar of it. So, these would probably be my least favorite or on-the-wall scents of the three that I'm not really sure about. These would be my top favorite three so far. And then the other four, I think, are great scents. I just don't think that they're necessarily like, oh my god, rush out. Like this Blackberry Spice, I'm impressed with, but I'm gonna have to warm it to see how I feel about this and like how the scent notes, which all sound great, play out. Falling Apples, I love that this is like an apple and oak sort of adjacent scent. And I see this having like really good potential, but I'm curious to know if like the acorn note in it's gonna like throw that off. Black Currant and Plum, this is a delightful fruity scent. I just wonder, like, will it stay this well balanced throughout warming? Whoops. Or will like the apple note go away and then like the plum fizzle and then we're just left with like a currant note, which might not be the best. But on cold, again, it smells pretty good. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make out of it. I don't know if it's just because I have the notion of what white amber and teak is, which is like this beautiful amber and like woody scent. And this one is like amber and cotton. And there's like that bergamot note that just kind of like flings itself in there here and there and then disappears again. So I don't know. This might be like one of those ones where the bergamot kind of doesn't bother me once it's warm, but it's kind of like doing like nose games with me on cold. But it's like, I want to say I like this, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So, there you have it. There are our new fragrance releases for the fall. I'm excited to warm these. I will be doing a 10 new releases warm review video. This is a collection that I will do a warm opinions on just because they're the new ones. So it may take a little while for me to get through these because I'm not exactly in a warming mood for fall winter scents just yet. Like, we're just into August, so I'm still on like the last part of summer kick, so I may not get to warming these just yet, but at the latest, probably by late August, early September, I will be diving into these, and maybe I might even take them all with me on my trip to see what my mom thinks of these in her house. So that being said, I hope this was an informative video, I should say. If you're new here, consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. We're going to be going through all the different categories and kind of scoping out what's back, what's returning, what's gone, that sort of thing. And I hope to see you in our next set of videos. Take care, guys. Bye.